Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your October monthly predictions part 2. I know a lot of you wanted to know what is coming up with October. You've been dying to know. There's just so much worries, so much anxiety. Like, what is the tea, honey? What is going on through the month of October? So here we are. I have this video, and I'm going to be using today the Oceanic Tarot. I love this tarot deck. I really, really do. And so, yeah, we're going to be getting into it. And I want to thank everyone that still supports me on my channel for being here, for tuning in. I love you guys, my rays of light. You are so loyal. Thank you for being able to be mature and look past any, political beliefs, etc. So I'm sending my love to each and every one of you that are still with me on this channel, all right, in my journey. So let's get into it. What is coming up for October, since this is October the 1st when I'm filming this? A lot of you want to know, so I decided to do a part 2. All right, what is coming up for the stimulus check? That's a big question. Are we getting a stimulus check? Are we not, Spirit? Are we getting a stimulus check or are we not? What does Spirit have to say here? So I'm going to be asking different questions that I think that a lot of you would be wanting to know. Okay, illusions. The moon shows me that there are illusions regarding the actual stimulus check. I feel like it needs to be done. I still stand that we will see it. I don't know if it's going to be through the month of October or November, or we will even have it this year, if not next year. But it needs to happen. Like, it needs to happen. And I know that there are many roadblocks right now. 8 of Cups is change. So there is change coming. And let me face these cards because I don't read them in reverse. But I want to make sure that I have them here so that you guys can... Let me turn this candle back on. Oh, come on. This little wick here. I have the crone here. It's like the triple goddess. Let me see if I can turn it back on. All right, so let's see what else you can tell us, Spirit, about the stimulus check. Give us a clear answer. Are we gonna get it? Are people gonna get it or not? Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. So I honestly feel like we are gonna get the stimulus check, the Wheel of Fortune, but I don't know when. It could be within the next 8 weeks with the change that occurs, or within the next 8 weeks we know something a little bit more concrete about it. High Priestess, again, intuition. Like, I feel like Spirit is saying that I am tuning in correctly with that, with the stimulus check, that thing, that everybody wants to know. A lot of people wanted me to do another reading. I'm trying to get away from politics. I don't want to do it anymore because it's just like, it's so much. It's not worth like dealing with all the drama and stuff. But people know where to find it, which again is my Patreon channel. I think I will be putting a lot more of that on there. But let me just ask, because I know a lot of you want to know who's going to win the election. Is it going to be President Trump? Is it going to be former Vice President Biden, right? So who's going to win? Who's going to win? So let me see what the cards look like for Trump for the month of November, and this election. Then I'll ask if we're even having an election, because there's a lot of theories out there, a lot of, not theories, but like different psychics say different things, and a lot of my rays of light have come to me wanting to know whether or not there's even going to be an election. So let me ask, Spirit, is there going to be an election on November the 3rd? I can already tell you that I feel like there's going to be drama for the few days and maybe even weeks following after this election. Let's see, is there going to be an election? Sensitivity, Queen of Cups. Woo, it's going to be, a lot of people are going to be emotional. The riots, the protesting, reflection. People are going to be reflecting. reflecting on what is going on. Sadness. There's going to be a lot of sadness. A lot of people are going to be upset again. That is what's happening. Three of Swords, heartache. A lot of people are not going to be happy with the outcome. I can tell you. But resilience, that we will shine again, you know, as the American people. We are going to see resilience, and we're going to have to be resilient. Contemplation. This is the Hermit card. So with the Hermit, this is the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Hermit. Again, I feel like a lot of people are going to be wanting to stay in their homes. Restrictions. There's going to be restrictions. There's going to be areas that are going to have maybe some curfews, or there's going to be like violence in certain areas where we're going to have to see in certain voting places, etc. Luck, but we have luck here. But you know, if the question that I asked Spirit was if we're going to have an election, I kind of feel like we do, and the card of success. So the Six of Wands. So again, I feel like there is movement, that we will have the election, that it will take place, but a lot of different factors can happen in between the fact of when this gets, you know, the election happens, and the weeks before, the days before leading up to the election, and the actual election itself. There's just going to be a lot of that. So now we're going to ask, like, what's the energy behind President Trump? All right, like, and this election, what is the energy behind President Trump? Oops. Shuffle, because I didn't get to shuffle. What's the energy, Spirit? Tell us, what is the energy of President Trump and this election? Wisdom. This is the High Priest. Wisdom. The King of Swords. Ambition. He wants to be reelected. He's going to fight for it. Ten of Swords. Endings. So there are some endings here. Could be an ending of a period. You know, it could be, I know a lot of people looking at this see the Ten of Swords in a different way. It could be like people are saying, you know, oh, well, he's not going to be reelected, that it's going to be Biden, etc. We really don't know. The future is unwritten. It can change, but there is going to be some kind of endings, maybe to the attacks that he's receiving. But look, Ace of Cups, love. He is loved. People love him. Spirit loves him. You know, Spirit loves all souls here on earth. Eight of Cups, change. So change is coming. I don't know what kind of change. Could be change to, you know, the presidency seat at this point, but it could also be that there is change coming once the election is over, where we know that there is positive, you know, outcomes or whatnot. We have here regeneration, the world. Very positive card here. So feeling kind of renewed, a lot of passion restored. Security, Four of Pentacles. This is the energy surrounding it. Like, security tells me that he may have this election secured in the bag. He may have it already. Like, people are going to reelect him. The Magician, he's manifesting what he wants. Again, I just feel like the energy here is showing that there is going to be an ending of a lot of the trauma that we are seeing right now. Eight of Swords. If he is reelected, there is going to be a lot of changes in the world, but restrictions, laws passed to prevent these, you know, these organizations from what they're doing, what people are doing with rioting. Luck. He has luck on his side. Again, going back to this very first card of Wisdom, the energy around him is good, okay? So now we're going to see what's the energy around Biden and this election, okay? So I'm shuffling the cards. We're going to see what is the energy behind Biden. We're going to see what's the energy behind Biden. So we're almost there, guys. Just be patient. I know a lot of people are dying. They're like Ray's being biased, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever. If you think I'm biased, why come to, you know, and look at the video? I'm just saying. Okay, so let's see what's the energy behind Joe Biden and this election. Illusion. Illusion is the first card that I got. Regeneration. So things are not as the way that they appear to be with him. I feel like this is talking about his mental health, also talking about the way that his plans of stuff that he has presented. It's a lot of inauthentic energy. There are illusions to get the re-election, to get elected. There are illusions here. Self-reflection. The Judgment card. Self-reflection. Reward. Four of Wands. Some kind of reward that he would be getting from all of this. You know, even though he doesn't win the election, let's say he wins the election, that could be like interpreted as the reward for him, right? But in the event that he wouldn't, this could signify something else for him, other opportunities that he can focus his time and energy. Partnership. Again, focusing a lot on his partner, which would be, you know, Kamala. Again, them kind of sticking together, or his personal partner. What is her name? Jill. I don't know what his wife's name is, but Ace of Wands, a lot of growth. He is growing as a soul, even though I don't have a very high opinion about this person. I have to, be unbiased. There is growth on some level that his soul is going through with this whole election. Okay. So again, I have to be nice, and I have to, kind of just be unbiased here. Page of Swords, a lot of gossip. So it feels like the Democrats, they're going to be gossiping about this whole election results. Heartache. He got heartache. So, ambition. He's just as ambitious as well. Both parties have their own goals and things that they want to accomplish. Potential. Seven of Pentacles. There is potential. If he was to be elected, right? And he was to be elected, there would be some potential here, overall, on the things that he wants to do. Let me shuffle the cards and see, ask Spirit, what's the final outcome? Spirit, what is the final outcome of Joe Biden and this election? Can you give us a clear answer whether or not he's going to win the election or he potentially is going to lose the election? Please help us, Spirit, to know what is the energy surrounding Joe Biden and him winning this election. Is he going to win it or is he going to lose it? Please be very clear. Please show me, show my rays of light, my audience. There is hope, okay? So it's a potential that this election, this is the Star card, what people want the most could potentially happen. This election could go any way at this point. I still feel like Trump is going to win. Let's pull another card and see what the other outcome is here. Or maybe it's saying that he's very hopeful that he will win the election, right? So we're going to have to see here. We're going to have to see. Let me pull one more card for him and see what is coming up. Abundance, the Queen of the Oceans. So for me, there is money here. Of course, I know that through his campaigning that he would be getting some kind of money. So it's kind of unclear because there is like, the way that I see this, it's the spirits are not like wanting to really give a clear answer. It feels like both parties have the potential of winning, but I honestly, judging by the cards that I got here, it's going to be very close and then it could be very far. I feel like there's going to be a lot of questions about this, but it seems like Trump will win the election from what I see here. Again, people are going to say, well, because you're a Trump, supporter, that you are biased. This reading is all biased, whatnot. But that's not the case. Like, I am coming from an unbiased place with these cards, wanting to know exactly what Spirit is showing me. Like, what? So let me ask the question here. Spirit, Spirit, please guide us and tell us what is the outcome of overall the energy behind this election. Show us who is going to win. So I'm going to pull one card for Trump, one card for Biden. Trust is for Trump. Let's pull a card for Biden. Recovery. The Four of Swords. The King of Pentacles. The Four of Swords represents resting. To me, it's like someone going away, someone that is not active, right? If you're president, you have to be active, and you have to, so there could be something that happens with Joe's health over the next couple of weeks. It could be like a wild card that he is going to pull. I don't know. Something about his health, right? Or something being uncovered. But trust is what's coming up. The green for me symbolizes money with Trump. Money for the people. Hope for the people. This is the King of Pentacles. The hope for our economy. That's what people would get out of this election, is what I feel like, if they vote for Trump. If people vote for Biden, it is a point of Four of Swords. It's kind of like things are not going to really change much. Things are going to stay the same. So I have to say here, because the last question that I asked when I pulled these cards was like, what was the outcome? One card was for Trump, one card was for Biden. I honestly have to say that I feel like Trump would win. Now, again, if I'm wrong come November the 3rd, I know I'm going to be dragged everywhere, but I don't care. You know, I don't care, because again, the future is unwritten and unpredictable. And I was right about Trump in 2016. I made the prediction in 2015. It's on my website. It's been documented. I knew who was going to win the election when a lot of people said no. So this is what I see. Now, let me see what's going to happen to like schools. I know a lot of people want to know because a lot of people are still with schools closed, and a lot of people are homeschooling. And the coronavirus, let me ask first, what is going to happen with the coronavirus? Are we going to see a second wave? Are we going to see potentially more things shut down again? Is there going to be like a second shutdown? So let's see. I'm going to pull some cards real quick. Conflict. There's going to be a lot of people still in conflict on whether or not schools, should be open, or that whether or not we should shut things down or stay open. A reunion. So that kind of tells me that, when we talk about that, is that when we talk about a reunion, it's people getting back together, like people that were quarantined, couldn't see each other, families, practicality. I think the American public is like over the coronavirus. The vast majority are over the rules and the imagination. It's telling me, it's almost like with the Page of Cups, and a lot of this is almost like imagery of, how people, you're still going to have the people that are fearful, but a lot of the vast majority of Americans are over that curve of being scared. And look, I asked about the future of the coronavirus, a second wave, shutdown, destiny, but this is the Wheel of Fortune card. So I don't feel like if there is a second wave, it would be like any other flu, that comes in. But I feel like, again, we're going to have to move forward and be strong regardless of the situation. Contemplation. A lot of people are not going to, this is the Hermit card. A lot of people are not going to be wanting to go out again until maybe the mid-2021, which is absolutely ridiculous, if you ask me. It's absolutely ridiculous, the fear that was created with this pandemic, even though it was very real, the virus, just fear. The Hangman, limbo, people still stuck in indecision, regardless. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is sensitivity, people still being sensitive about it, and growth with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like everything is pointing back that people are going to continue to, some people are going to stay at home, some people are not going to go with, they have compromised immune systems. Then we have people that are just going to go and be free, whatnot. Let me ask Spirit about the schools. A lot of you that are parents, are kids returning back to school 100% in 2021? What is coming up? Again, these are not like full 2021 predictions, but a lot of my friends, close friends that have children right now are wondering, this is very stressful. Are kids going to be going back to school in winter, right? of 2021 come January or February, whenever they go back in session. So let's see what's the energy behind the schools. Abundance, money, so like funding for the teachers and for the people, incentives for the teachers. Two of Cups, which is partnership, love, people working together, generosity, people helping one another, parents helping the teachers. Five of Wands, competition. So I feel like the energy here is like things are going to start returning back to normal in 2021 with people going back to school, whatever normal is going to be. But there's still going to be restrictions with the Eight of Swords. There's still going to be some things that are never going to be the same, right? We may still have until a vaccine is created and people are willing to take it, right? Or it's mandated or whatever. You're going to still have kids having to wear masks in schools and people having to wear masks. But the Ace of Cups, love, there's just a lot of emotional fulfillment. So I feel like the kids that are going through depression right now, that are not happy with this, are going to be moving forward. But then you're going to have some people that are still stuck in limbo. For the most part, I feel like the majority of the children will be returning back to school in the winter. But we have to see. See, we got here the Chariot, which is movement. Things are going to be moving back forward, I feel like, for the schools in particular. So, you know, a lot of people wanted to know. I think these were like the main things that you wanted to know. So I want to thank you again and wish you many blessings. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell on to all. All right, guys, blessings and love and light. Until next time. Bye.